Have you ever wondered where religion came from? It's a question that puzzles historians, theologians, and curious minds alike. The origin of religion is deeply entwined with human history, a tale of fear, of seeking answers, and of a quest for meaning. In the beginning, there was no God. There was fear. Our ancestors, the hominids with more hair than brain, sat around a fire in the midst of a dark, terrifying night. Thunder was not an electrical discharge. It was the wrath of an invisible giant. The sun wasn't a star. It was a god in a chariot of fire going to sleep. Illness wasn't a virus. It was punishment for stepping on the wrong ant. The first religion was born out of ignorance. It was the first instruction manual for a world they didn't understand. If you don't want the river to flood and take away your hut, you have to throw a goat at it. If you want your wife to have a child, you have to dance naked under the moon. It was all trial and error, but with a dramatic twist. The shaman or healer was the first CEO. He didn't know why it worked, but he made sure that only he knew how to talk to the invisible giants. And so, people gave him their food, their skins, and their respect. The first con man was born. Then came specialization. As in any good business, people started to create market niches. The Abrahamic religions. The strict father's monopoly. A guy named Abraham, probably a shepherd with too much free time and a vivid imagination, had a brilliant idea. What if instead of having a bunch of gods for everything, we have just one? An all-powerful, a celestial CEO. It was an instant success. It simplified the accounting. This god, Yahweh, was like an authoritative father. He gave you rules, 10 to be exact, demanded absolute loyalty, and got jealous if you looked at other deities. His followers, the Jews, became the chosen people, which is an excellent marketing strategy. It makes you feel special. But the business evolved. A few centuries later, a carpenter named Jesus came with a software update. The Father is strict but good. In fact, so good that he sent me to die for your sins. It was a masterstroke in marketing. The concept of forgiveness and salvation was revolutionary. Now you could be a jerk all your life, and if you repented at the last minute, you went to heaven. Christianity spread like wildfire because it was easier to sell than the original version, which required following many more rules. But the business wasn't complete. It needed aggressive expansion. Enter Muhammad. He took the concept of the single God, added a sense of military discipline, and a very, very detailed rule book, the Quran. Islam was like a spin-off that decided, we're going to be the most serious, the strictest, and we're going to conquer the market by force. And they did. The three religions, in essence, worship the same God of Abraham, but fight among themselves like three siblings arguing about who is the father's favorite. It's the longest and bloodiest family dispute in history. The Dharmic religions, the reincarnation franchise. Meanwhile, in India, they had another approach. They didn't focus on one life, but on an infinite cycle of them. Hinduism was like creating a Marvel universe with thousands of gods, each with their own superpowers and stories. The idea of karma. You reap what you sow, but maybe in your next life as a beetle, was a brilliant form of social control. It kept you in your place. To summarize, the evolution of religion is a fascinating journey from fear to faith, from ignorance to knowledge, and from a single shaman to a myriad of religious institutions. Whether Abrahamic or Dharmic, religions have shaped human civilization in profound ways, offering solace, driving conflicts, and inspiring countless tales of gods and humans. Despite their differences, they all stem from the same human desire to understand the unknowable and to find meaning in an often chaotic world.